tuning in. This your boy Superb Kicks.
Diverse Styles.
Together we're Feets in the Streets. We wear our pairs.
I want to thank y'all once again for tuning into another episode of Feets in the Streets. And also remind you to follow us on Instagram at Feets in the Streets. That is the only means of contacting us. So any questions, comments, concerns you may have, be sure to drop them in the inbox. We'll respond in a timely manner. We also now have a Twitter account. Same handle, Feets in the Streets. Hit us up there. We do follow back.
Most definitely, and don't forget to hit the like for this video. Stay active in the comment section. Let us know what you like, dislike about the shoe. Most importantly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And please hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop a new video.
That's right. And on this week's review, we're going to bring out a Gem Red 9. Nice little shoe. So without any hesitation, we'll jump right into it.
Let's go. You can go first, my guy.
All right. On this shoe here, I've always said, simplicity is always, key. Even with that, they did a really nice shoe, job with the colorways. There are obviously always going to be some changes that, we would make to a shoe, but that's just, personal taste. But for me, patent leather, I'm not a big fan of it. I prefer to be on the 11s. I mean, that's just, for me, that's where it belongs. I guess I'm just old head and hard to change, my mentality on that. But I do like the colorway on this a lot. I would really like to see the red and leather. But overall, one thing that really bothers me the most is how long it took Jordan Brand to actually come out with a Chicago style colorway. I mean, you have the Space Jam 9 or the Home 9, Ray Allen 9, whatever you prefer to call it yourself. But then of course the Charcoal 9, but there was never really a Chicago colorway, red and white. And I've never understood that personally. You do have the history of Flight 9, which was a sample that never released. Similar, more white obviously. But for the most part, I'm just glad to see they finally decided to drop a Chicago colorway. Only change I would make to it personally would have changed the patent leather to just the regular leather, or maybe even a nubuck. But for the most part, the only thing that I would do different on this particular shoe as it is on the release would probably be black laces. That's just a personal taste I would like to see on it, because the black's not dominant anywhere, and I think it would look really good with the shoe eyelets here, and it would look good with black laces on top of the tone. As a whole, I'm gonna have to give this shoe, for me personally, it's gonna have to be maybe a 7.5. It's not something that I would have to have in my collection. I wouldn't mind having it in my collection with changes being made, but I don't dislike it at all. Just even with the fact of the patent leather, I know that some people, that's what they prefer, the shiny. But the thing about this too, this patent leather is not too shiny. It's not really over dominant, as far as the patent leather color, like you see on certain other models. So, I'm gonna go with a 7.5 on for my personal review on this particular shoe. Like I say, it's not that I dislike it, it's just not something that I'd have to have. I do really like the simplicity of it. It's not overbearing. You saw other colorways that were red on the 9s, like the Motorboat Jones or Motorboat. Something to that effect. I don't remember the exact name. Motorboat Jones, part of the Kilroy pack.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that was a really nice shoe, that suede and all. That pack had some really nice colorways in it. But to finally see a true Chicago colorway on a 9, I'm very thankful to see that. Unfortunately for me, like I say, the only change I dislike is the patent leather itself. But nice shoe overall. I'll give it 7.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off elaborate on the shoestring, shoelaces, like you mentioned. For sure, the black would be awesome switch on these. I don't think black or red will hit them off, because if you throw the red in there, you still get the hints of the black eyelids. It still shows and everything like that. And also too, the patent leather. I'm still not a big fan of the patent leather on 9s, but the UNC 9s have the patent leather, and it kind of like humbled me out with saying that I didn't like them once I got them in hand and looked at them. I was like, they cool, and I'm a big fan of 9s. I like 9s, the way they fit on your feet and everything like that with the extra sock liner on the inside. Overall, it's a nice shoe. The things that I dislike on this particular shoe, I'm not saying that this is going to be on every shoe that released and they sold, but the quality control on this shoe right here was horrible. It's the glue stains, the paint on the bottom also is different color than the patent leather, than the painted bottom right here. And I understand that patent leather paint is not going to exactly match, but they didn't match that good at all, and they did a horrible job with the paint. That's the negatives about the shoe for me. The positives, the leather is nice and soft. I like the leather. The red and white and the black, like my boy mentioned, the Gem Red 9, Chicago 9, same thing. They haven't released one of these. This is an awesome shoe to have. And on the 9, the booty of the shoe is like my favorite part on the 9. And then you got that white 23, pull guard for your socks. Only thing is, these right here is hard to get on, hard to get off, with this extra sock liner. Make sure you wear a thinner sock with these right here, and don't try to wear a thick sock, or your shoe it's going to be hard to get this shoe on and off. But overall, like I say, the red, black, and the white is a no-brainer for me. And then the black hints on the shoe are perfect. On the back, on the pull tab, on the tongue, the eyelids, the shoelace eyelids. And then you go to the bottom. You got the all-white bottom. Once again, I don't prefer all-white bottoms, but I see that this is basically the only way that it would have looked nice with the black Jumpman and then the black Jumpman on the side. Ideal shoe put together perfectly. I like the red in the inside with the sock liner. Only negatives that I have is the quality control and the paint on the bottom. Like, I'm okay with the patent leather now on the 9. I didn't came around to it. It's okay with me, but just that paint on the bottom and then glue around it's horrible job right here. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to elaborate too much and just make the shoe seem like it's a negative, because it's overall, without that right here, shoe's a great shoe. And I'm gonna have to give this shoe an 8 because of the lack of quality control and the paint at the bottom. I dislike the red paint at the bottom. It doesn't match. It's not the same color as the patent leather. It's just a lot of dislikes that I have with this bottom portion of the shoe. But other than that, I give this shoe an 8. Must cop for me. That's why you guys seeing it on the video. We're gonna rock this one right here.
Yeah, and kind of, to spin off of what you just said too, about the paint and the patent leather being different shades of red. I know it wouldn't go with the theme of the shoe being a Gem Red 9 if you change that color, but with the all white bottom and the paint being different, maybe if they would have done this in white or black and then inverted the white to black or red, to keep that color theme going. Like I say, you can critique it all day and make changes and all that, but then it becomes a custom, or like you say, not to downgrade the shoe to make it seem like it's a bad shoe, because it's a great shoe. I love the colorway, and like I say, the only downfall for me personally is the patent leather. That's the only flaw I can really find. And like I say, I'm finally happy to see a Chicago colorway on the 9.
And they look great on feet.
It's a nice shoe.
And also, to elaborate back onto what we was talking about with the laces, right here, I've never seen Jordans with dye on the shoelace. It's few areas there's red on the shoelace. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure it's right here, and it's pretty more right here on that shoe. It's more on this shoe, on your shoe that you got in your hand. But I've never seen that. But regardless, I'm not gonna rock them with the white laces in there anyway. It'll be a black or a red one. Pretty sure I'll put a red one in there just to carry that theme over and just add that red to it, red, black, and white shoe. So like I say, once again, it's a great shoe. Don't take the critique that I'm saying and giving on this shoe. This is my personal opinion, and what this shoe with quality control lets slip by. It may not be on yours. What I'm talking about, you may not see that on yours. But like I say, overall, the shoe, look at the shoe. This is an awesome shoe right here. So like I say, overall, this is an 8 for me, a must cop.
Yeah, like I say, the only downfall, like I said, the only reason I give it a 7.5 is the patent leather. Other than that, like I say, great colorway. Simplicity is always a great way to go. You can't go wrong with red and white, black and white, anything like that. So once again, this is a well put together colorway and all. And like I say, the only thing I do, black laces for me personally, red laces for you. You know, that's what makes everything, you know, that diversity in the whole culture and everything. So
most definitely, that's why we do what we do. Different strokes for different folks. You know,
yeah.
This may be a 10 for somebody. 9's may be their favorite silhouette of Jordans. You know, they may give this shoe a 9.5 in the comment section. Once again, stay active. Let us know what this shoe rates with you. How do you like it? What would you change from seeing and hearing what we're talking about? Once again, just stay active. Make sure you hit the like button for this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We'll greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to hit the bell so you're notified every time we drop a new video.
Absolutely. All right, and my favorite part of the video, the on feet selection of the day.
Most definitely, most
Yes,
definitely.
sir. We'll start with you today, sir.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead. I got on the French Blue 12s today. You know, I ain't pulled these out in a minute, and it's the perfect shoe to wear for today. You know, got the whole outfit on. I ain't gonna elaborate too much on it. We may do a review, we may not, but French Blue 12s.
All right, for me, digging through the vault today, decided to bring out the, you know, Bordeaux 7.
Yes, sir.
Probably my favorite 7 of all. I mean, the whole shoe is just beautiful. I mean, you know, next to this would probably be the Countdown Pack Hair 7s, but for me, this is definitely gonna be my favorite 7 of all. I just love the colorway. It's not it never was the Bulls colorway, you know, it stood out from all the other silhouette or the colorways of this particular silhouette, and this will probably forever be in my collection. And at some point, I'm going to double up and have another one because these do get worn quite a bit.
Yeah, them is in my top 3 7s. I have to make sure I have a pair of those. My favorite part about this shoe is the tongue. The colors in the tongue, especially summertime fits, you get to wear different color shorts, and them shoes rock. You can rock them shoes with anything.
Most definitely.
That's my favorite.
You know, I don't know if the re-release came with the chrome on the shoelace tips or not. I don't know that because I don't own those personally, but that's always been a nice, you know, factor for me too for this particular shoe. So
Most definitely.
Bordeaux 7s, if you don't have this in your collection, explain to me why.
100%, because they for sure in my collection. Hey, and once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all can be anywhere else in this world at this particular time, but y'all took the time out to rock with us, and we greatly appreciate it. And as always, like we say in every video, without y'all,
Know us.
thanks a lot for tuning in. Make sure y'all check out next week's video. We out of here.